It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. On today's program, my friends, I am making it a throwback Thursday by going back to a previously recorded reaction that I filmed a few months ago because y'all, I just got to share this one with you. It's such a great tune. It's Still Got the Blues by Gary Moore. So this one had been requested and was on our master list for quite some time. And back in August, I did a fan favorites video for our Patreon community where we lifted up a lot of these worthy submissions that had been languishing on my master list. And this one was upvoted enough to make our video. This was the first time for me hearing Gary Moore play and sing, and I was quite taken by his playing, his singing. They were both soulful and really, really lovely. So I am eager to go back and share it with you again. Today, here is Still Got the Blues by Gary Moore. So we're going to start with the blues, y'all, which is just fine with me. And the song is Still Got the Blues, and it is performed by Gary Moore. So Gary was an extraordinarily gifted guitarist whom I really don't know much about. Y'all, he was from Northern Ireland, and he played with a wide variety of musicians throughout his career. Most notably, he played with Thin Lizzy. He played with Greg Lake, with Ian Pace of Deep Purple, with Bob Daisley of Ozzy Osbourne's band. And in 1990, he released his eighth solo album called Still Got the Blues. So this will be the title track. He had been, in the years prior to this, been playing a lot of hard rock and jazz fusion style music on the guitar. And this album then was a substantial departure from what he had been playing as he was returning to his roots a bit. The album became his most successful, and it features contributions from Albert King, Albert Collins, and George Harrison. On the title track here is Gary Moore on guitar and vocals. Gavin Wright is the concertmaster. Don Airey is on the keyboards. Nicky Hopkins is on piano. Andy Pyle is on the bass, and Graham Walker is on the drums. But we're listening to a live recording, and I'm not sure if all of those same musicians are with him for this particular performance, but this is the one that was suggested, and it's got millions upon millions of views, and I've never heard it before. So let's see why Gary Moore still has the blues. Y'all, let's get it going. Off we go. Let me start off with the descending fifth sequence. All around the circle. How about that?
Used to be so easy to give my heart away, but I found out the hard
B diminished to E
there's a price
to A.
you have to pay.
Goes to the 4, the D
I
chord.
found that love
G to C.
was no friend of mine.
And then
Well, I
that
should've
move to
known
the 2 diminished.
time after time. So
I
long,
like this.
it was so long ago,
He can sing as
but I've still
well as playing a guitar. Look at that.
got the blues.
Got the blues.
Used to be so easy to fall in love again.
He's using 7 chords.
I found out the
At least
hard
what I hear in
way.
the synths.
It's a road that leads to pain. I found out that love was more than just a game. You play to win, but you lose just the same. So love
sing that high
But I
A.
still got the blues for you. So many years
2 to 5.
since I've seen your face. Here in my heart,
Just a 2-5 turnaround
there's
here.
an empty space where you used to be.
Nice. A little different progression of the bridge. Hey. It's an ancient progression. Nice. And it will always work.
It was so long ago.
So long ago, but I have
But
still
I've
got
still
the blues
got
for
the
you.
blues for you. Though the days come and go, there is one thing I know. I'm still
The bass is on the 6, down to 5, but that was a dominant 7. It had some chromaticism in there. Nice. It's a sequential pattern, so I can guess if he's following the pattern where that solo is going to go. And when it goes there, it reinforces my thinking of what I'm expecting to hear. It makes you feel good. So it's a blues song that makes you feel exactly aligned with the performer. Really a neat thing. Just managing the expectations of the listener. Take it again. Yeah. Woo. Can't help but flare my nostrils a little bit. That is a stanky solo. You can't help but have a little stank face on there. Makes you smell how good it is. Really well-paced, epic solo, blues solo. But it's not really a blues progression, it's just this ascending fifth progression the whole time. They're just gonna fade it out here. Don't leave us hanging, Gary. What a wonderful way to start off our countdown here. I wanted to include that one for sure. It's just so beautiful, isn't it? It touches everything about sadness and longing and human connection and human relationships And it's a perfect song. Even though it's not a traditional blues progression, it still gives you that connection to the emotion of what he is feeling. Gary has said that he was inspired to write this song after, guess what? One of his girlfriends left him, and he was consumed with grief. Makes sense. So he channels those emotions into creating this song, something beautiful and cathartic that others can empathize with it. And I'm thinking, hey, if Taylor Swift can do it, so can Gary Moore. It's fine. But in my opinion, as much as the lyrics inform the sound and point of view of the song, it's really the iconic guitar solo that sells it for me. It really does take center stage. And as I said during the reaction while I listened to it, the chord progression uses a pattern-based progression. It's called the descending fifth sequence. If you start at the tonic note and you go down by fifth, and then you go down by fifth, and you go down by fifth within the key, then you get all of these 5-to-1 relationships, and before you know it, you're back around to the beginning, and you get a wonderful just kind of stroll through the harmonies of the key that you're in. And Gary makes good use of this sequential pattern to craft his melodic guitar solo, and he performed it masterfully, didn't he? So the song has been around now more than 30 years, and its longevity is apparent, right? It's got a great melody, and, you know, whenever you've got a song about the complicated terrain of human relationships, it's always going to be relevant, isn't it? So it was wonderful a few months ago to get to hear Gary Moore for the first time, and I just wanted to share that with y'all today. I am eager to get back to more from Gary Moore in the future, but that's all for today's video. I thank you for watching, and we will see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.